Well, good evening. The signal's holding decent tonight. Wind's finally laid down some, so I figured I'd talk about something I've been reading through the last few nights. Some of y'all around western North Carolina probably already know about it, the Brown Mountain Lights. If you've ever been up around Morganton near the Burke-Caldwell County line, you've probably heard somebody mention them at least once. Strange lights showing up over Brown Mountain out near the Linville Gorge. People describe them as glowing orbs hovering over the ridgeline, sometimes white, sometimes yellow. Every now and then somebody swears they've seen a blue one or a red one. Some folks say they drift low, other people say they move fast enough to make no sense at all. Most nights it's one light, other nights people claim they've seen several at the same time. Now before anybody starts mailing me tinfoil hats and emergency bunker blueprints, most lights seen at night probably do have a normal explanation. Fog does strange things in these mountains. Headlights bounce around, and even counties got at least one guy wandering through the woods at midnight with a flashlight and a decision-making problem. Now that said, the government actually investigated these lights more than once. Back in 1913, the U.S. Geological Survey sent a man named D.B. Sterrett out to look into it. He spent time watching the ridge, eventually concluded people were probably seeing locomotive headlights moving through the valleys. Then in 1922, they sent another geologist named George Rogers Mansfield. He brought telescopes, mapped sight lines, studied the terrain, and released a detailed report saying the lights were likely a mix of train headlights, automobile lights, brush fires, and moonshine stills reflecting through the mountain haze. And honestly, for probably most sightings, they're right. Most strange things have a normal answer once you get close enough to them. But there's still a few problems with the explanations. One of the biggest happens during the Great Floods of 1916. Massive flooding tore through western North Carolina, rail lines were damaged, roads were washed out, power lines failed across huge sections of the region. No trains, no cars, no electricity, and people still reported seeing the lights over Brown Mountain, exactly where they've always been. That's the part that starts making the paperwork a little nervous. Then there's the older records. Long before trains existed, long before headlights, a German engineer and a cartographer named John William Gerard de Brom documented what he's described as a luminous vapor around the mountain back in the 1700s. And before any of that, Cherokee and the Catawba stories already talked about mysterious lights moving through the mountains. Now scientists today have theories for all of it. Piezoelectric energy from shifting rock, St. Elmo's fire, and swamp gas, which for the record, swamp gas somehow becomes the official explanation every time the government runs out of ideas. But nobody ever fully recreated the Brown Mountain Lights under controlled conditions. Nobody completely solved it. And maybe most sightings really are just reflections of distant headlights bending through the haze. But when you strip away the roads, the trains, the generators, the towns, something still seems to be happening out there. And that's the part I keep coming back to.